Look at you. You just signed up for Magento Commerce Cloud and you're working on this shiny new website. It's nice. I bet you're excited to get that thing online and selling, aren't you? That's not what you did. You downloaded Magento open source and just finished having your neighbor's 13-year-old son install it on a $5 a month GoDaddy hosting plan in between his games of Fortnite. Wonderful. Not what I'd have done, but you do you. I'm not judging. Either way, it's time to accessorize. So pull yourself up a chair and let's discuss the 5-ish modules that you should be installing on your Magento store. E-commerce platforms never come with everything you need to run your business. Their goal is to provide the core functionality that most people need to do business and rely on their community to provide the rest. Therefore, a marketplace of apps and modules is an important aspect of any e-commerce platform's capabilities.
It is essential.
The marketplace offers you a quick and cost-effective way to add small pieces of functionality to your site, or the ability to easily integrate third-party services that provide a much deeper set of functionality than you could create on your own. Definitely go exploring the Magento marketplace to see if anything looks interesting to you. For this video, I wanted to show you the common modules that just about everyone should consider and not get too specific about any particular use case. I recently did a video of 5 apps that you need to install on BigCommerce, but this one was tougher. I mean, technically, you could have installed all those same services on Magento, and you probably should go watch that one even if you aren't on BigCommerce. Magento itself is much more technical though, so I wanted to get a little more in the weeds with these recommendations. The problem is, I spend most of my time making content for you guys, so I don't really deal with the code and the technical aspects like I used to. To bring you this video, I was going to have to do a ton of research, installing dozens of modules and spending countless hours documenting things. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me, so I went with Plan B. To make this easy on me, I just decided to cheat.
Not only are you a cheat, you're a gutless cheat as well.
I posted on social media and asked you what modules are an absolute must for the sites you worked on. You all responded with some fantastic recommendations, and these are my favorites from those suggestions. I'm not apologizing for cheating. This is just smart content.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Let's get into the suggestions. Kay sent me a tweet suggesting Algolia Search. Magento's built-in search capabilities have always been notoriously bad. So much so that they just gave up and decided to quit providing it and now rely on Elasticsearch in the latest versions of the platform. A good site search is so important to pleasant user experience, but it's not easy to do.
Didn't find this.
People are just so bad at searching that you really have to make it simple. So one of the first things I recommend for most merchants, regardless of the platform they choose, is to invest in a third-party search tool. Aaron mentioned on LinkedIn that he includes Elasticsearch in all of his builds, which can make it simpler to get Elasticsearch set up. Elasticsearch can be extremely powerful if you have the resources to get it right. If you don't, though, just choose a tool that makes it easy on you and your customers. There are a ton of them out there. Kay seems really happy with Algolia. A lot of our merchants, especially automotive merchants, have success with ConverMax, but you do you. Pick whichever one works for you and use it to its full potential. Just don't, whatever you do, neglect search. Dean tweeted at me his support for one-step checkout. Various simplified checkout modules were a recurring theme amongst the suggestions that I received. Apparently, folks don't like the default Magento multi-step checkout. I don't think the checkout is bad, but anything you can do to simplify it is a good idea. Your customer is literally trying to give you their money at this point.
Shut up and take my money.
So you don't want anything standing in their way. One-step checkout is the module I'm most familiar with of those suggested. We've had a lot of customers use it successfully over the years. My suggestion is to give it a try, see if it improves your conversion rates, and let me know how it goes in the comments. Dean then hit me with a slew of performance tuning and SEO recommendations. I mean, there are a few here that I really want to call out that apply to just about everyone using Magento. The performance of any site matters. I don't need to tell you that faster is better and that slow just isn't going to cut it.
We're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
I don't know the performance gains of these modules in particular because remember, I'm cheating. But theoretically, the benefits of Amnesty's full page cache warmer, lazy loader, Page Speed Optimizer is to make your site seem fast, even though you're probably trying to save a few dollars and host that crap on GoDaddy. Modules don't really exist that are going to save you from a poor hosting choice. But assuming you're using a solid Magento specialist host, I'll link to my favorites in the description if you happen to be looking for one, then these modules could potentially take it up a few notches, so give them a try. Another common theme amongst the suggestions were various blogging tools. Philip really likes the module from MageZon. I think Amnesty and AheadWorks may have some as well. This really only applies to the open source version of Magento. You should have access to Page Builder if you're on the enterprise version. Integrating Magento with something like WordPress can be a real pain and a maintenance nightmare. So if you're e-commerce first, but you want to add content to your Magento open source site, I strongly recommend you look at these blogging modules instead of trying to integrate a full CMS into Magento. The headache is often not worth the benefit. But if you're content first, and e-commerce is a small part of your site's purpose, then just put the shopping stuff on a subdomain and keep your life simple, because none of these modules are designed for extremely complex content management. And of course, if you're on the enterprise platform and you're a high roller and you got those kind of dollars, there's always Adobe Experience Manager. We're going to group these next suggestions together because they're all small, useful utilities to make your life a little easier when it comes to managing your Magento store. Magento can be overwhelming, so anything that makes your life simpler is definitely worth doing.
The beauty of this is its simplicity.
Charles suggests Zento Product Feed Export if you need a little more power to get data out of Magento. Magento has some import-export functionality, but modules like this one take that up a few steps. Adam says you need to have a look at Amnesty or Wildmind's cron scheduler to help you visualize and diagnose cron issues. Those can sometimes be difficult to trace down, so these tools really help you understand what's going on behind the scenes there. And Tyler mentioned that Mage Plaza's frequently bought together made easy work of improving his cross-selling game. Now I know I use that functionality on sites a lot when I'm looking to buy things, and if I use it, I assume most folks do. And then Penny Raitman, sales consultant at No Fraud, dropped this self-promotional bomb on the LinkedIn post. I'm not even mad. I respect the hustle, Penny.
Respect is important.
I don't know anything about No Fraud, but I do know that fraud sucks. So not having any sounds like a wonderful thing. If you've used No Fraud, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to cut down on your fraud, then give them a holler and tell Penny that I sent you. And those are the 5-ish things that you should consider doing to your Magento store. If you have any I didn't mention, then let me know in the comments, and thanks for responding on social and making this video easy on me. I've linked to the social post in the description if you want to investigate the comments for yourself and see the suggestions that have come in since I filmed this video. It's always a pleasure talking to you, but it's time for me to get back to my bourbon. My name is TJ Gamble, and I'm the CEO and founder of Jamerson, where we help businesses like yours take those next steps in their e-commerce journey. If you're ready to improve your business and looking for help, go to jamerson.com/go, and I look forward to speaking with you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.